Hi, my name is Pat Raymark. I'm a full professor here at Clemson. Have been here since 1998 as a faculty member and became chair in 2010. My first faculty position was at Ohio State University. When the Clemson position opened up, it was a brand new doctoral program in IO psychology. Was involved with a lot of students. My research interests are on the I side, industrial psych, personnel selection, selection interviewing in particular, some personality testing, also some research on job analysis and performance appraisal. And so I did that for 12 years before I was asked to become department chair. One of the challenges was knowing that I had to kind of remove myself a little bit from the graduate student part of the job. And that was a difficult decision to make. But on the other hand, what it allowed me to do was to utilize some of my IO skills and to apply it to the department and hopefully make the department a better place to be. I was able to bring some ideas from my own graduate program. My doctoral program was Bowling Green, and the entire department was very collegial. That was the kind of culture that I wanted to see that we already had here to a certain extent, but it's something that you have to maintain and be very cognizant about. When we hire in new faculty, it's not simply their academic capabilities, but it's also, is this somebody that we want in the department from a cultural perspective? We've got people that have some diverse opinions, but what we don't have are faculty that carry grudges, subgroups within a department that are fighting against each other. I think we tried to do things to maintain a collegial kind of atmosphere. And I think it filters down not just through the faculty, but through the grad students as well. And one of the things that I had to be aware of coming from IO psychology and my love for that program is to treat the two graduate programs that we have, the IO and HF, comparably. Is always in the back of my head when things come across my desk, is this something that is fair for both programs? I've had a number of students that I've mentored over the years. About half of those students started with another advisor. I think that's a relatively unique aspect of our program. It's best for everybody to find mentor-mentee relationships that make sense for everybody. And if you force somebody to work in a lab just because that faculty member selected them, that's not good for either side. And so we tried to make that very clear to students that they should be free to move from one faculty to another or to work with multiple faculty. That's very common as well. At a broader department level, we've had faculty members who have started to retire. A couple of faculty members did not receive tenure. But other than those instances, there's not been a faculty member who has voluntarily left our program to take a faculty position at another institution since 2000. That's 20 years. And so I think that's a really positive piece of data concerning the department. I think one of the other strengths of our program, the IO program in particular, values both the science and practice side of the equation. We've always valued students that want to take internships and applied work, but also have the science side of it. Those individuals that might want to go in an academic realm have that opportunity. You're going to have some programs that are much more heavily weighted on one or the other. I know as myself as a student that my interests evolved during graduate school. So I think a lot of people, it changes over time. We've had students that have come in saying that they were going to go applied and they ended up taking an academic job and vice versa. And so I think having a program that provides both of those opportunities and encourages both of those is a nice aspect of our program as well. We have highly competent and successful researchers that are not heavily involved in either the IO or HF program. What I'd like to do is get them more integrated and involved. And so we've been talking about the possibility of developing a third leg to our graduate program. Probably something along the lines of health, psych, or community psych, perhaps with some aging involved in that. And I think that would provide other topics that our graduate students could explore beyond the IO or HF area. Adding that breadth would be good for the entire program. For new graduate students, the advice would be to take advantage of these collegial relationships for the graduate students. Some of the best learning and best experiences that I had in graduate school were with my cohort, really long lasting, very important, powerful kinds of relationships. And again, it was cutting across different programs. Advice for new faculty members is to learn to say no sometimes, to have a focus and a plan in terms of what's the most important things of what you want to accomplish. When I got to Clemson, all of a sudden I had all these doctoral students that had all these great ideas and all this motivation. It was basically saying yes, yes, yes to everything. One of the things I had to learn was there's a point where you have to figure out where you want to expend your resources.